Fox News alert right now. Growing tensions for U.S. forces in the Mideast. Iran's attack on Israel coming just days after the White House urged China to use its ties to Iran to stop them from attacking Israel. Victoria Coates served as Deputy National Security Advisor under President Trump, and she joins us now. Victoria, it's always great to have you on and get your perspective. So the Biden administration reached out to China and said, help us here, help us get Iran to not attack Israel. And obviously that didn't work. What does that tell you about our relationship, Joe Biden's relationship with China, how much influence he has over them or not?
Well, good morning, Rachel. Good to be with you. You know, this is ridiculous. It's like the situation with Ukraine, when apparently the Biden administration reached out to China to say, please restrain Russia. And of course, Russia has been anything but restrained now for more than 2 years. It's the same thing with Iran. I think what the Biden administration needs to understand is these things are not happening despite China. They're happening because China's just fine having the United States tied up, both in Europe and in the Middle East. They think this is great.
Yeah, I was just going to say, this is completely in China's interest. Maybe you could break that down for people who maybe aren't connecting all of the dots. Why would China want us tied down in all these different wars?
Well, because China, of course, is eyeing Taiwan. And Dr. Kevin Roberts, the president of Heritage, and I actually went to both Taiwan and Japan 6 weeks ago to sort of see what we could have on the lay of the land on the ground. And China is watching Taiwan like a hawk. Xi Jinping, the chairman of the Chinese Communist Party, has signaled that he wants to take Taiwan. And my fear is that they think this year would be their window of maximum opportunity for that. And so for them to take Taiwan, they need the United States to be distracted. They need us to exhaust our resources, particularly in Ukraine. But they also are going to need a lot of energy, Rachel, because they don't have any domestically. And so what they're doing is buying up now more than 2 million barrels a day out of Iran is going to China at cheap discounted prices. And they're stockpiling that. Same thing with Russia.
Wow. I mean, this is actually a very scary situation. You see, you know, there's probably only 6 months left for China to make a move with Taiwan. We still have the war in Ukraine that doesn't seem to be going very well. And now we're on the precipice of a larger regional war in the Middle East, perhaps. What worries you the most here? I mean, do you really think that we could be on the verge of something like a World War III? And what can be done to stop that trajectory?
Well, however, ironically, in 2020, during the campaign, Joe Biden was saying over and over again that Donald Trump was bringing us to the edge of war.
Yeah.
Turns out it's actually Joe Biden.
It sure is. Victoria, great having you on. Thanks so much for your insights.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.